In this episode of Common Misconceptions in the Bible, we're going to be looking at a section of the Last Supper, which causes a lot of confusion to some people in the West. And this reading is taken from the 14th chapter of the Gospel according to Mark. When it was evening, he came with the 12. And when they had taken their places and were eating, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They began to be distressed and to say to him one after another, "Surely not I." He said to them, "It is one of the 12, one who is dipping bread into the bowl with me." I think for a lot of people in the West who are used to individual place settings and such things, it would be very obvious who would be dipping in the bowl with him. And certainly I always thought that Judas at that moment must have been reaching over and dipping in Jesus's bowl, and Jesus was saying, "Look, it's him." Am I wrong?
Yes, you are wrong, because if that was the case, why would they say to him, "Surely it's not me"? So if each one is saying that, it means that they didn't know who Jesus meant. So in the Middle East, even today, when we sit around the table to eat, no one around the table would have an individual plate or bowl. So what happens is all of us would sit around the table, break bread and share the bread, and then we start dipping in the common bowls around the table, like the bowl of hummus or a bowl of yogurt, but you don't take it with a spoon and you put it in your individual plate and you eat from your plate. So it's all dips. Because of that, Jesus said, "One of you who is dipping with me will betray me." Who was dipping with him? All of them. No one specific one was dipping with Jesus in his bowl.
Does this mean that Leonardo da Vinci's painting, which people take as though it was a photograph taken at the time, is actually not very helpful for picturing the Last Supper?
It's not very helpful at all. And also the sitting, it couldn't be further from the truth in the Middle East. It's like a high table in Cambridge or in Oxford College. Or it's a photo shoot. Imagine you sit with your friends, 12 friends, 6 on this side, 6 on this side, and you try to eat and you try to converse this way. It's ridiculous. It's very far from the truth, especially in the Middle East. First of all, it will be round, and also people would be sitting on the floor and not on a very middle-aged fancy table with wood and cloth and all the bowls, and each one has also a roll
Yes.
On it. So it's nothing is like the culture of the Middle East. So everybody was dipping with him. Because of that, everyone thought, does he mean it's me? So the doubt that he created in them, he meant it. He meant to create doubt in all of them.
So this shows that if we want to understand the Bible, we need to understand the culture of the Bible and not try to make it taking place in London, New York, Hong Kong, wherever.
This is true. First of all, we need to understand the culture of the text before we apply it in our lives. Of course, there are meanings and theological principles and wonderful interpretations that affect everybody wherever we are in the world. But first of all, the text itself has a culture we need to explore and we need to understand.